When I got hired as a security guard, they gave me a horrifying set of rules. I've never been a security guard. I only applied for this job so I wouldn't get kicked out of my apartment for failing to pay rent. It was a night shift and it paid pretty well, so I figured I might as well give it a shot. I could still hunt for another job while this one kept a roof over my head. The security gig was at a long-term storage facility, a place you'd expect things to be stashed away for years on end. I got to the front office and knocked, and when I didn't get a response, I just walked on in. My security jacket was folded on the desk, along with a sticky note saying that they were doing a quick sweep of the red lockers and would be back soon. In the meantime, I should familiarize myself with the rule book. I got comfy in one of the threadbare chairs and cracked open the leather book with the word "Rules" on the cover. Hello, new security officer. Welcome to Bram Secure Storage. Take the time to familiarize yourself with these rules. Learn them well, and you'll have a long and fruitful career with us. 1. Be sure to clock in the moment you enter and clock out the moment you leave so we know if you're still here or not. Oops, should have known to do that. Luckily, the old-timey card machine was right there, so I signed a new card and punched it in real quick before getting back to the rules. 2. Each security level of our facility is designated by color, going from minimum to maximum security: green, yellow, blue, red, violet, and black. Still, take care in watching over them, no matter what their security level is. You don't want to be taken by surprise. The color thing made me chuckle. Sure, someone's really going to pay out the ass to protect their knickknacks in the black lockers. Whatever. They're money to throw away. 3. Keep an eye on the cameras. Do not spend more than a minute watching a single location. Flip through them regularly. Fair enough. I skidded my chair over to the computers and started clicking the button. The dinosaur of a computer screen went fuzzy for a second before it changed to a different camera. I got a good chuckle out of seeing that the red lockers were actually painted red. 4. The nights are long. You may think you hear something inside of the lockers. Do not look inside, it's just a rat. Kinda weird phrasing, but fine. 5. Violet lockers are protected by a voice lock and need a specific password. To open these lockers, whisper the password into the lock itself, and wait for the screaming to stop before you open it. Only open them if the requirements in Section F hooded figures are met. What? I almost laughed out loud at that. Screaming? What was this, some kind of a joke? Nonetheless, I kept reading. 6. If someone breaks into the facility, do not interfere. Lock yourself in the office and only observe from the cameras. Any mess left behind will be handled by the janitorial staff in the morning. Mess? What the hell? Wasn't my job to keep an eye on things? Shouldn't I be calling the cops or getting in the way or something? My head spun around and around. 7. If there is a disruption in the green or yellow lockers, refer to Section B of this book. If there is a disruption in the blue lockers, refer to Section C. Do not wait for your partner to return. They won't be the same if they do. Refer to Section Alpha and wait until the janitorial staff come for their shift in the morning. Even with my head spinning, something in Rule 7 hit me like a train. I flashed through the security camera feeds again, confirming something I'd only noted absent-mindedly. None of the other lockers were colored. Only the red lockers. And not all of the red lockers. It was feed red 2 that had the red-stained lockers. I managed to figure out how to make the cameras move down just enough to reveal the floor, which was also dark red. And I saw a hand just at the corner of the frame lying still. Too still. Shit. I almost bolted out of the room, trying and see if there was anything I could do for that poor guy. But then I remembered the whole rule. Don't go alone. My predecessor had clearly already made that mistake, and look where it got him. So instead, I locked the door and headed back to the desk. I'd made the right choice. I saw my coworker's whole body now being dragged down the hallway by something. I couldn't tell exactly what it was. The camera quality just went to shit, but it was big, hairy, and it was heading right back to an open locker door. It pulled the body in and slammed its door shut with a thud loud enough I could hear it from my office. I glanced at the rule book and picked it up. It was going to be a long night locked up in here. I'd better catch up on my reading. I'd already picked up on one important thing. I wasn't there to keep people out. I was here to keep something, or more than one something, in